Please don't forget to subscribe because a lot of people that watch my videos don't subscribe apparently, and hit that bell so you stay informed with the latest and greatest videos from this channel. I'm also live every day on twitch.tv/Hasanabi after 11 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so let's do a little bit of whataboutism, okay? Whataboutism is what fucking weird, cowardly Americans love fucking talking about whenever they have no arguments, or they just say whataboutism, 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 okay? So here is the way that our wonderful CBS News correspondent is talking about Kyiv and talking about Ukraine, and you will understand why I wanted to show this for a second. Here.
Now with the Russians marching in, it's changed the calculus entirely. Tens of thousands of people have tried to flee the city. There will be many more. People are hiding out in bomb shelters. But this isn't a place, with all due respect, like Iraq or Afghanistan, that has seen conflict raging for decades. This is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to.
Yeah, relatively civilized, relatively European country. This is not like those fucking, brown countries that we go to whenever we bomb. This is a relatively civilized. By the way, I love the relatively civilized because, like, it's still not, it's an Eastern Bloc country. You know what I mean? It's Eastern Europe. So it's like still, it's not like Norway, okay? It's like, it's not Germany. It's not Western Germany. It's not Western Europe. It's Eastern Europe. So it's like kind of civilized. Chill. Okay, they're still Slavs. Okay, that's what he's saying. He's literally just like, still a bit of a shithole where the fucking Slavs live. Not civilized like us Anglos or Anglo-Saxons. Okay, our Angloid civilization, dignified. Okay. Yeah, he said off-white.
Choose those words carefully, too. City where...
Yeah, he's choosing his words carefully. I want to know what the fuck he would say if he wasn't choosing his words carefully. Motherfucker said, it's not like those primitive barbarians that we bomb.
This is a relatively civilized, relatively European, I have to choose those words carefully, too, city where you wouldn't expect that or hope that it's going to happen. So,
yeah, you would hope that it would happen in other cities. Baghdad, fucking Afghanistan. You would hope that it happens in Kabul. Like, and this is the same fucking concept that you see all the time whenever motherfuckers are like, look at Afghanistan in the 60s. Look at Iraq in the 60s. Look at Egypt in the 60s. It's like, I wonder why they were relatively civilized back then in comparison to what the fuck they are now. Look at Tehran. I wonder what fucking happened that they are no longer civilized from your point of view, from your perspective. So fucking interesting. What could have fucking happened in those countries? And even then, they're fucking civilized, for the record. Even then, those people persevere, okay, against all odds, even though their lives are fucking turned into shit. Disgusting. Disgusting Angloid idiot fuck, okay?
So
anyway.
It's partly human nature, but they are not in denial. Now,
when your people were wiping when your people were fucking dying because you could not comprehend, washing your ass, and the plague was ripping through your fucking ancestors, the uncivilized nations that you are talking about were literally keeping information alive, okay? You dumb bitch. Losing to fucking rats while the Islamic world was having its fucking golden age. I despise these bigoted Angloid idiots not recognizing that history is a collective action amongst all cultures sharing information. Uncivilized. Sorry. This shit really fucking, this triggers me to no end, dude. Sorry, let's continue. Yeah, bro, the Islamic world was not totally affected by the bubonic plague. Shut up. Tonight, Russia will throw everything it has at Ukraine. Disinformation is already widely spread in Telegram from trustworthy sources. A lot of my friends from Ukraine are already in bunkers and are waiting for impact. You should turn your cameras from... What? Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But once again, I think that this like history that only fucking extends back like 100 years is a really silly approach to how the world works, and it's deeply frustrating whenever I fucking hear shit like this from dummies in Western media when they're like, like it's so disgusting. And if you're Slav watching this, you should be pissed off too, because he's like relatively European. You know what I mean? Kind of European. Like he won't even give like this is some fucking Ubermensch shit. You know what I mean? He's literally not even like allowing. He's not even allowing the fucking Slavs like the dignity of being European. You know what I mean? You're relatively okay, not a real European country. And you don't see it. You don't see it happening in these cities. It's not supposed to happen in these fucking cities. Anyway, I'm Western. Please don't hate me, dog. I live here. Okay. Obviously, I don't hate fucking the Anglo-Saxons. Okay. I just despise this level of thinking. If you have this kind of attitude, I'm gonna fucking scream at you and call you an Angloid idiot. It's just, obviously, I fucking love being in America, okay? It's cool. I enjoy it. I think America has great potential. It's just deeply frustrating when, you know, a lot of people's approach and attitude is to this kind of thing is just limited to, like, the last 100 years. The Orientalism that centers this conversation is deeply fucking frustrating. It's like hidden too. You never even think about it. You just repeat it. You hear it. Anyway, Americans staying in 19th century racism like Western Europeans still don't think of Slavs like dirty, poor, off-whites. Yeah. So yeah. So camera showing them closing streets, maybe actually bracing for impact. We'll get to it. So I just wanted to just show this part of it, show this part of the coverage. I also saw like there was another report that came out. Hold on, I got to show you this too. Where like it wasn't the Polish one, but I think what was it? The Bulgarian Prime Minister. Here, I want to show this to you as well. The Bulgarian Prime Minister was asked today about the possibility of accepting refugees from Ukraine. His reply is telling. He said, "These are not the refugees we are used to. These are people who are Europeans. So we and all other EU countries are ready to welcome them. These are intelligent people, educated people. Some of them are IT specialists, highly qualified. In other words, this is not the refugee wave we have been used to. Where we do not know what to do, people with obscure past, maybe terrorists. These are Europeans who just got their airport bomb, who were shot at, who were hiding in the metro. So none of the European countries is afraid of the immigrant wave that is about to come," is what he said. Why can't you just be good without also being a fucking gigantic shitlord, racist piece of shit? Yeah, these are the good refugees, bro. These are the white refugees. They're the European refugees. I mean, he's just fucking letting it out. Like, he's just fucking spitting right now. Yeah. Yeah, dude, totally. The fucking Syrian doctor that has to fucking drive cabs in Europe now, actually, who knows what his background is? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think? That guy didn't fucking go to school, you dumb bitch? Least racist Balkan. Yeah, it's just, if you want to... To be fair, they're culturally more similar and easier to integrate into society. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, it's just very fucking frustrating when I see stuff like this. It's funny whenever whenever people are like, yo, there's no racism in fucking Europe, bro. What are you talking about? Bullshit. Nice argument. I'm sorry. What should I fucking respond to? Well, these are more similar cultures to one another, Bulgarians and fucking, Ukrainians. What should I say other than like, oh no, we should do skull measurements actually? Is that what you want? Yeah, the phrenology. The counter to that is what? Like race realism, a little bit of phrenology, a little bit of skull measurement. I hope you have your calipers ready at the border to make sure that like people don't have different kinds of skulls that make them more susceptible to subservience, right? Fucking idiot. That's why I just say bullshit instead of saying that's a Nazi argument. What you're making is some fucking bullshit Nazi argument. The conversation was cultural, not ethnic. Yeah, it's the culture of the Syrian makes them not educated and not intelligent and not qualified. Listen, dude. The problem is you're doing what Americans do all the fucking time. Okay, we're used to it in this community. When people say things like, "Oh, dude, it's just the culture. It's not race." You're doing the exact same thing that Ben Shapiro does regularly. He's like, rap music and black people culture is bad, and that's why they have been held back, and not because of systemic racism. Okay, yeah, it's just a culture. It's just a culture. It's not anything else. Yeah, their culture of not being intelligent and their culture of being terrorists, right? That's what's up. Their culture of having obscure past. Their culture of being terrorists, right? That's just a culture argument, right? Also, the cultural homogeny is a fucking hilarious take to make here when the entire possible refugee crisis is happening because of two damn near identical fucking cultures and damn near identical people that are related to one another in more ways than just one, where literal family members across border lines are in both sides of the fucking conflict. So what the fuck does culture have to do with this situation, you dumb bitch? Not all Bulgarians are racist. We do not judge all Americans as racist by looking at Ben Shapiro, Pim Tool, and the Donald. Yeah, no shit. That's why I'm shitting on the Bulgarian prime minister. But there's hella people who are jumping the fucking... there are hella people who are jumping on to be like, no, actually, he's right. The prime minister's right. What the fuck do you mean? These are similar cultures. Yeah. We're literally watching dudes who are related to one another, like historically, and currently have family members on both sides of a fucking border kill each other, and you're like, oh, well, the cultural differences are really significant in assimilation. To be fair, people still have a hard time accepting Mexican culture here in America. Dog, yeah, racist people. Without Mexican culture, we have nothing. Like, American culture is a compilation of all of the other cultures of the immigrants that this country is comprised of. Okay, it's a culture of originally dominance and genocide, bloodshed, slavery, and the justification of slavery and the continuation of the same white supremacist systems. But the positive side of American culture perhaps the best part of American culture is its collection of all of these other cultures. Okay,